Well, hello everybody. Garrett from Old Breed Outdoors here again, and today we're going to do another episode on our Field to Table series. Today I'm going to be making snacking sticks. So I've got here a box of the High Mountain Seasonings snacking sticks kit here. It's cracked pepper and garlic blend is what I'm going to do, and made these before, Chris and I. I'll put a link here for one of the first videos we ever did with this kind of field table type stuff a couple of years ago. But we made those and they were a huge hit with the kids. So I've got this meat here sitting in the freezer that I've been holding off on for a while. If you've been following along, I've been kind of working through a lot with the food processing. I got the new Western grinder here, and I've been putting it to good use over the last couple months, and getting all this meat processed. So I made those Polish sausages. If you haven't seen that video, check that one out. And then I also did the hamburgers, which is pretty simple, but I do them a little different than a lot of people do them. So check that video out. Maybe you'll learn something from that. But anyway, today I'm going to do the snacking sticks, and I'm just sitting here. Got everything set up, and I started cutting up some of this meat to put through the grinder. So I'm going to finish grinding or cutting this up, and then we'll get to grinding. Okay, so I've got the meat all cut up. I've got about 7.5 pounds of venison cubed up here. I'm making 8 pounds total of the snack sticks, so I've got about ½ pound of beef fat here. So if you've been following along, you'll know that I've been using the beef fat. One, it's a lot cheaper to get from this local butcher I use, and then just flavor-wise, it seems to be pretty good. I used it in the hamburgers I made, and I used it in the Polish sausage I made, and I've been really pleased with the way it has come out. So the venison is still partially frozen. Again, I find that working with the partially frozen meat going through the grinder, you just get a better product in the end. Just as far as handling wise and getting it cut off of it, just much easier. So I'm going to get this ground up, get it all mixed together, and then we should be ready to start mixing in the seasoning. Okay, so I have the venison all ground up. I got the beef fat all ground up. What I didn't mention was I was using my coarse plate first. Now I'm going to I've mixed the fat and the venison together, and now I'm going to run it through again with the fine plate. And so you can see right here how the consistency comes out now with everything, the coarse ground beef and the coarse ground fat mixed together, coming through the grinder, and the fine plate comes out nice, perfect consistency. All right, fine grind is done. I'm going to load all this up in my mixer here. I've got this here. I never actually used the meat mixer before, and I find that this is super helpful. So you can use it, like if I didn't use it for mixing the fat in after I ground that, because it's a small amount, but I find like when I was doing that big batch of, it was a 30-pound batch of Polish sausage, using that for mixing, that was a 30% mix. So I had 10 pounds of beef fat and then 20 pounds of the venison, ground them separately and then mixed it up. That came in, the consistency of the mix was so much better. And then using it for this with the seasoning packets, so much better. So I've got that in there. I'm going to go ahead and start measuring out my seasonings so we can get that in here and mix it off, and then we can start stuffing some snack sticks. Alright, so I got my seasonings here, the cure, and the water. So making the 8 pounds, so I use my little chart that comes with your seasoning kit. Make sure you follow that, otherwise you can really mess it up. So I've got ice water here. So it's 1/4 cup per pound. And then I've got my cure. And then my seasoning. I'm just going to mix this all up. All right, that's all mixed up. That's pretty simple. Just give it a few turns here, and it should get the consistency wise. Once you mix in the water and the seasoning and the cure, it should be a little bit like a sticky mixture. And then now we're going to go ahead and get this out and then get the grinder all set up to start stuffing the casings. All right, we're all set up here. I got the ground meat out of the mixer and ready to go. And I've set up the Weston here for the snack sticks. Cool thing about the Weston is it comes with all the attachments that you need to do the sausage, whether it be regular old sausage, summer sausage, and then for the snack stick it has this attachment that you can slide the little snack stick casings onto here. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy here stuffing these links. All right, well, all done. I got all 8 pounds into the casings, and I've got them wound up here on this baking sheet. I'm going to throw this in the refrigerator overnight, and then we'll see you in the morning so we can put these on the good old Camp Chef and get them smoked. So just a reminder for anybody, especially for those of you that have watched the previous videos with the Polish sausage, make sure you stuff your casings before you put them in the refrigerator to cure overnight. I messed up on the Polish sausage, and I don't know, I just wasn't thinking. I ground all the meat and mixed everything up, stuck it in a big bucket, throw it in the refrigerator, let it cure overnight. Stuffing the sausage was quite the project because it was very firm. So anyway, I'm going to get this in the refrigerator and we'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning and welcome back. I have to sit over overnight. I'm going to throw these on the Camp Chef at about 200 degrees. It should take about 2 hours on there. Cook it to an internal temperature of 165 degrees. So should be pretty good. I cranked the smoke up a little bit on it so it gives some good smoke flavor. So here we go. Alright, got a nice dreary morning out here this morning. Rained last night. I need to cut the grass, it's starting to look like a jungle. But we gotta get this snack sticks done. So got them on the Camp Chef. There you go. 8 pounds on the Camp Chef. We'll let that sit for a couple hours, like I said. So look pretty good. Looked like they cured up pretty good last night. You can tell by the color. The color changes when you do that cure. So there you have it. Come back and check those in about 2 hours, and hopefully we got some pretty good snack sticks ready to cut up and package up. All right, folks. We got the Camp Chef is all set and done. We got the. There you go. All set, ready to pull these off, and then we're going to sit and cool for a while, and then we're going to cut up. So they look amazing. I think we're about ready to go on these. All right, everybody. Well, I got the snack sticks off the Camp Chef, and here just cutting them up into eating size chunks. So trying to stay as uniform as I can, but really can't complain. And these come out pretty good. I got some of the little weird ends that I trimmed off, and those are really good. Those are really good. So I'm going to get these all cut up and get them packaged up, ready to go in my snack bags for Oregon, and then little bags for us to eat, just throughout the weeks, and So really can't complain. I mean, it's a lengthy process. I mean, it's a lot of work yesterday, and then today wasn't a whole lot of work. It was time consuming. Ended up being about 3 hours on the Camp Chef to get them done. So yeah, I mean, pretty pleased with the end product. And as always, we appreciate you guys following along. Hopefully this inspires you to kind of dive, if you don't already do this kind of stuff, to delve into it and get out there, get some meat, process it yourself. Buy one of these high mountain seasoning kits, get yourself some good Weston products, and start doing this stuff because it is extremely rewarding. So thanks again for following along, and we'll see you guys on the next one.